Hello everybody, my name is Godzilla 214 and today we're taking a look at the 2019 Godzilla version 2. Yippee! Now, if you don't know who Godzilla is, I'm not telling you. I'm just kidding. I'll tell you. There's gotta be a way for me to length out this video, right? Godzilla, or Godzilla King of the Monsters, known in the West, is a 1954 film about a giant monster that was waking up from nuclear testing. And so on and so forth. He stomped through Tokyo, yada yada yada. This version of the G-Man is a more beefier, more hefty, more powerful version of the G-Man. This isn't a movie review, this is a toy review. So, what do I think about the figure? Well, the sculpting and the painting on this figure is delicious. Neca makes another home run with their painting and detailing work. My god. Zilla. Come on, you know you're not gonna get tired of that pun, are you? Anyways, moving back to the review. The figure before me is a literal spitting image of the monster that showed up in the movie. This is where Dr. Stanton says this wonderful line.
There's always got that lizard juice. There's always got that lizard juice.
Lizard juice.
I am getting a literal Roger Rabbit effect from this figure. It's amazing. Plus the weight and the heft of this figure is just... He is so good. This figure is portrayed in a bunch of dark, light, and pearlescent blues. It's just beautiful. My gosh. And delicious. Ooh. Yes, I'm praising this figure a lot, but its articulation is not perfect. Neca's Godzilla figures always consist of hinge joints, hinge swivels, and ball joints. So I'm gonna be pertaining to those swivels as rotations or just swivels. And I'm mostly gonna be transitioning through those two because I don't want to end up like a certain someone.
Be a every ball joint can be a It worked.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from that dark path. But I might probably go down it. Godzilla has a hinge joint at the jaw, and a ball joint at the head, and a ball joint at the base of the neck. Meaning that he could look up this far and down pretty far. The arm is capable of moving out. He has a swivel at the shoulder. He has an elbow joint, another swivel, and a hinge swivel, or hinge rotation, if you will. Godzilla may not be able to arc his back, but he can crunch really far, which is way better than the 2014 Neca version of Godzilla. That guy's crunch is so shallow it makes paper bends look deeper. Now Godzilla's legs are weird because if you pose it, you get this weird gap. But the thing is, this Godzilla, like the original 2014 Godzilla, has a barbell joint. So you can cover that right up cleanly. My gosh. Godzilla has a hinge rotation at his knee and a beautiful ball joint at the ankle. Because if you really get that ankle working, you could get Godzilla into some really deep stances. Like that. My goodness. Get that SH Monster Arts cut in the calf shin area out of here. The ankle can move up and down. And as I said before, it's capable of some beautiful pivots. And some of that. And that tail is just I counted 10 ball joints in the tail, which allows this figure to have very natural yet curvy tail poses. What's sad is that he can't keep his tail up in the air for long, like in the movie. Although Godzilla 2019 in the movie is 119.8 meters tall, 393 feet, this figure is not that big, surprisingly. Wait, I forgot to talk about his accessories. All you have to do to accommodate it is open his mouth, find out where the top part is. You can tell which one is the top part by these bite marks that's shown on the beam, right here. Put it in his mouth. Let him clamp down on the beam with his mouth. Yes, I know it's a loose fit. Deal with it. Place the beam on top of that blast effect. And bam, you've done it. This figure is amazing. And the fact that it comes with a beam effect just puts SH Monster Arts to shame. I'm just ashamed at them because SH Monster Arts has been taking a slight downfall in their quality work. Now we can finally get into the size comparison. And surprisingly, this figure isn't really that big. Here we have the Neca 2019 next to the Neca Mothra and Jax Pacific Rodan. Here we have 2019 Neca Godzilla next to the Diamond Select Bracer Phoenix, Saber Athena, and Gypsy Avenger. Finally, we have the 2019 Neca Godzilla next to my customly painted 1962 Neca Godzilla. And I forgot to make the obvious comparison. Here we have the 2019 Godzilla compared next to the Neca 2014 custom painted Godzilla. My first baby. And no, I'm not going to compare this figure with the rest of my Godzilla figures because we'll be here all day. And for his final verdict, I just love this thing, man. Yeah. I'd even go to say this is one of the best Neca Godzilla figures Neca ever made. It's solid, posable, and I'd probably use this as a centerpiece. Plus, you could get it cheap at the Big Bad Toy Store. Figure is super affordable and is very good for the price you get it. Unlike certain companies. Are you kidding me, Bandai? What are you on? Do you really think I'm about to spend all that money for a figure without accessories? Again, I highly recommend this figure if you're a Godzilla fan or a giant monster fan in general. And all I have to say is, this figure is a true king of the monsters. After having my fair share of blueberry, I'm looking for a different flavor. Most particularly, orange sherbet.